Yeah, I'm playing tonight. I have a game I'm playing right now with a user, but I plan to play it. It'll be done before tomorrow morning. Am I the only one left?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
I'm gonna lose this shit, I'm not gonna lie.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. On play action, it's Carr. Roberts has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
I can't believe it. That could have been an interception.
Pass brings him up 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's Marshawn.
That second down play call
Lynch
was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
In motion, Patterson. Now Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They dump it off to Lynch. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. The Raiders had 1-6 now. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
They'll get this out to Lynch, complete.
I know Lynch isn't that good at catching the ball to make it through coverage.
1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Carr now to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Carr. And that is Carr.
Bro, really?
Raiders. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Mahomes. They've got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's a gain of 34. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Hunt.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Here's Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. Shedding the tackle and now some room. And he is going to have the Raiders.
What did I just watch? I literally had him down like 3 times, and because of game BS, it's like, oh yeah, he should just go up, even though he's almost tackled. He should just, like, for some reason, stand up again.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 21. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the gun, it's Carr. Steps away to his left. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Max Williams, 77 yards. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Gets this one to Hill. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
How is that not pass interference? What?
And the Raiders are going to take over.
They make me do
the rookie was trying to push
an interception drop. He went to the back of the end zone and he catches the touchdown pass, and it's a touchdown. What the fuck? This game is, oh my god.
Thinking his guy was open, that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the
That's
football.
some bullshit.
Pitch and catch here to Cook. And past the 40 before he's out.
No, it wasn't a bad throw. It was pass interference. The receiver couldn't move because the defender was stopping him from moving.
You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 47 now, they work with a 2nd and 7. Now a play fake. Carr rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Roberts. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw his Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing. And get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through.
And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Blake Bell, 54 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Carr. Flush to his right. He's got him in, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 33 yards that time. On play action, now Carr. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
And in the second half of a tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Unbridled joy after that one.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is, because they've got to push it downfield.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So 3rd down, and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Now here's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush is just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's 1st and 10. Carr gonna throw. Eluding the pressure right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Inside the 20. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
Let's go.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that will get a high.
It makes sense considering what song was playing.
To the 20.
Lord. It's 3. Body and 50.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Oh, we speak.
Carr. The throw's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down, but the double pass worked to perfection. Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Here's Carr. Flush to his right. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it.
You got lucky there.
But here in the final
final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Throwing his car. Flushed out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Now Carr. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So with just over a minute to play, this becomes a make or break onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy trying to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining.